Hey guys, welcome. Today we are going to check out Grigora. This is an all-in-one no-code website building tool where you can build and optimize your entire website with SEO, AI, hosting, analytics, and do so much more, all from one platform. So you don't need separate tools for SEO, email marketing. It has built-in AI for content and SEO. Now this is a drag and drop website builder. It gives you hosting with free SSL and CDN. It also fixes the pain points of traditional CMS like WordPress, things like overloaded plugins, security risk, and complicated maintenance. So with Grigora, all of that is handled. So we can just focus on content. So all right, let's take a look at the dashboard. Here you can see your analytics. At the top, you can check how many viewers your page has, along with other details like visit, duration, and bounce rate. Below the analytics, you can check your storage and see what type of files have consumed more or less space. On the right hand side, I can create my to-do list calendar and organize it date-wise. Now let's actually create a to-do list and then we'll move on to the next thing. When you click on it, the calendar opens up. Now you can click on any date to add a task. For today, I'm going to add update homepage banner with new offer. Now I can add multiple tasks on a single date, but let's add the next task on 22. Let's say check mobile responsiveness. Okay, let's go back, and once the task is done, you can simply check it off. So next up, forms. Here you can view and manage all the responses from your forms. Now let's create a new website. The first thing it asks is to name your site. For me, I'll type in FamiByte, then click next. Here you can either start from scratch or choose from the pre-made layouts. But for now, I'll go with this simple and clean looking cookery layout. The first thing you will see on the left side is your website URL. You can connect your own domain if you have one. Otherwise, it gives you a default URL. Next, you can customize your website color. There are 6 color palettes available. Just pick the one that suits your theme best. I'm going to go with something green. Alright, let's continue. On this page, you can also choose different fonts. I'm going to pick DM Sans. Now click build website. It took me like 10 seconds and my website was ready. It's really that easy. And from here, you can further customize your site and edit it however you like. Alright, now on the top left corner, click on this drop down and select all sites. Here you can see all your sites. From here you can also create more sites by clicking on new site. But just a note, to create multiple sites you'll need a paid plan. Now as you can see, my site is not published yet. Let's go ahead, edit it, and then publish it. So click on edit. This will take you to the dashboard. From the quick links, I can go straight to the site editor. Now this is a very easy drag and drop editor, so it's simple to use. On the site toolbar, you will find a lot of different elements you can add to your site. Under basics, you can see things like adding text, adding list, and even a code element. This code element is super useful if you want to go beyond drag and drop. Even though this is a no-code builder, developers can still insert custom code to extend its functionality. That means you can do SEO enhancement like custom meta tags and schema markup, or even advanced design control like adding a unique design that drag and drop cannot handle. Alright, let's actually add a button and customize it. Just drag and drop the button where you want it to be. On the right side setting tab, you see the options. By default, it's left aligned. So the first thing, I'll bring it to the center. Next, let's add a link. For demo, I'll just put youtube.com. Here you have options like adding no follow to the link or opening it in a new tab. Then I can add an icon from the list. I have chosen this click icon. In dimensions, you can change the button width and height. I'll keep the width to 200, leave the height as it is, and align my text to the center. In typography, you can adjust text size, line height, spacing, weight, and all the usual stuff. In style setting, you can change the button background color. I'll go with green since it feels safer and more positive, but you can also go with red for urgency or limited time offers. And of course, you can match the button style with your brand palette. For the text color, I want it white, specifically hex code #6F, and I'll keep the icon color white too for a cleaner look. White stands out well against a green background and avoids distracting the user with too many colors. Now that the styling is done, let's check the advanced setting. Here you can adjust the layout and border radius. I like my button padding set to 14 top bottom and 26 left right. For radius, I'll keep it at 30, which gives it that little pill style look. Next, let's add some shadow. You can choose a normal shadow for a subtle effect or a hover shadow for a pop-out effect, which makes the button feel more alive. I'll go with hover shadow and set the numbers to 0, 8, 22, 0. For color, I'll use a slight red, but you can also go with black shadow if you want a cleaner look. For the transition time, I'll keep it short like 0.05. Now the button looks much more clickable. Now whenever I hover the cursor over the button, the shadow appears. Of course, you don't have to tweak every single details like this if you don't want to, but the great thing is they have given us all these customization options like this animation effect. You can choose from different animation and preview them right here. You can also set mouse movement with editable 2D and even 3D movement. Alright, let's go back to elements. Under layout, you can add things like a separator, container, or columns. In CMS, you can add a CMS list, things like blog posts or product listing. This lets you manage content without coding everything manually. The CMS list will automatically pull data like the title, image, and so on from the database and display it here. Since I don't have any data added yet, it's not showing me anything right now. You can also display other content like post author, post summary, date, title, or full content. Next, you can add directory listing, which show structured list of items like businesses. For example, a list of local businesses with the names and addresses, or maybe a team directory or even restaurant directory organized by cuisine. This element will basically display all directory items from the CMS or database in a list format. Next up, let's talk about the content locker. With this, you can collect leads and lock your content like a blog post. For example, you can lock part of your blog and visitors will have to unlock it to keep reading. And to unlock it, they will need to enter their email. Pretty cool, right? You can do a lot of things with the content locker. Let's actually add one. I'll add an inline content locker. So once the user scrolls to this part, they have to enter the email to read further. You can also edit the text easily from the left toolbar by just clicking on it. Now let's preview it. And you can see I can't scroll down any further unless I put in my email address. Just like that, you can also add a pop-up blocker. This will pop up as soon as a visitor reaches a certain part of the blog. You can add different types of forms as well. Edit them however you want from the right toolbar. Things like drop-downs, toolbars, ranges, checkboxes, all included. From here, you can add videos too, either upload from your PC or just share a video link. You can even add a map to your site. This not only builds trust but also makes it easy for customers to find you. So instead of copying your address and pasting it in Google Maps, visitors can just tap the map and instantly get directions. You really have to play around with these features to create your perfect site. From here, you can also add pre-made sections. Just drop them in and do a little editing to make them yours. That way you don't have to stress about building the entire site from scratch. There are different categories here like a hero section. For example, here's one with a shaking animation on the image. You can swap it out with your product photos, update the text and customize everything further on the right side. There's also a pre-made location section. Let's add that one. Here you can write your contact details and address. You can also add CTAs like call to actions, option 1, option 2 and more. Other pre-made sections include CMS lists, coming soon pages and newsletter signups and so on. From component, you can edit or delete your header and footer. You can also check how many pages you have right now and change your typography. In settings, you can connect your custom domain or use the default one. You can upload your logo, fav icon and even your Apple Touch ID. And finally, the last step, just publish and save and your site is live. Now let's go back to homepage. From posts, you can create and publish new blog posts. Just click on add new. So this is the blog editor. It's very clean and simple. I personally prefer writing my own posts, but they also have built-in AI tools. So let's try that out. Here you can choose to generate only an outline or a full blog post, an image, an FAQ, or even use internal link suggestion. If you already have other posts, you can link them internally. Let's go ahead and generate a complete blog post. For the title, I'll go with why bees are more important than you think. So you get 7 different audience type. For this one, I'll select general audience. For content type, I'll pick educational, but you also have options like how to guides, lists, opinions, reviews, and more. For word count, I'll set it to 600. For tone, I'll pick casual, and for style, I'll go with storytelling. So in content structure, you can enable or disable things like introduction, conclusion, and headings. All right, let's generate and it's done. The blog post is ready. It created 5 subheadings along with an introduction. You can generate even longer post, but I kept this one under 600 words, so it looks good to me. I can just edit a few things here and there and it's ready to publish. Now let's check out the text formatting toolbar. Here you can like turn text into a list, quote, code, and then rewrite with AI, so you can improve grammar, make text shorter, longer, simplify it, or even change the tone to casual or friendly. Of course, you have all the basic options like bold, italic, underline, strike through, superscript, subscript, and code block. You can also insert links, and in settings you can change the text type like paragraph or heading, adjust font size and alignment. Under style you can change text color, add background color, and link colors. So they even have advanced settings where you can adjust padding and margins. Now coming to the SEO tab, here it shows your SEO score and gives feedback on how to improve it. These are pretty basic things. For example, in this demo post I scored 100 on word count and keyword in URL, but I lost points on image with alt text since I didn't add any images. That hurts SEO. So let's fix that. To upload an image, just press slash and the command menu will pop up. From here you can insert a lot of things like tables, FAQs, lists, maps, but for now I'll just upload an image from my PC. Here it is, a king bee. To add alt text, just click on the image. On the right side you'll see the image info where you can edit the alt text. Now let's check my SEO score again. As you can see in the images with alt text section, it now shows 100%. Of course, for proper optimization, you should add more images with descriptive alt text. I'm not sure why it gave me 100% with just one image, but since this is just a demo, I'll leave it here as it is. Finally, to fix your meta description, just click on the pencil icon. Here you can edit your meta title, meta description, and permalink. Alright, let's move on. For the thumbnail image, just click on the plus icon. From here, you can either upload your own images or use the AI. On the next page, you can edit the title and alt text. Now, from the top right corner, let's hit publish. And alright, the post is live now. So in the post section, you can check all your outbound and internal links and even see your SEO feedback. Next, let's look at directory listing. I can create a collection called restaurants. The URL stays the same and the name and the slug are auto added. I can also create custom fields like phone number, email, or ratings. Let's make a custom email field. I'll choose the field type as link and set some help text here. You can make it required or not, and once you're ready, just click on create collection, and that's how you create directory collection. Now from newsletter, you can see how many people subscribed, how many people are active, and how many unsubscribed. You can also add new subscribers manually by typing in the email, or even bulk import subscribers using an Excel or CSV file. The instructions are right here. Moving on the SEO report, here you can connect to Google Search Console and get data like keyword rankings, click, impressions, CTR, and more. From the analytics reports, you can connect GFO to see traffic data, page performance, audience geography, and visitor count. So Grigora also has its own keyword research tool. It's pretty basic. You get search volume and keyword difficulty. Now, if you already use tools like Ahref or SEMrush, you probably won't need this since those are far more reliable. But for normal use, this built-in tool is good enough. Now, next, let's check file management. Here you can browse and manage all your uploaded files. For example, the B image I uploaded earlier will be here. So one thing I noticed is that Grigora automatically creates different version of the same image. So if I upload a JPEG, it generates multiple WebP versions in different sizes and resolutions. Normally, platforms don't offer unlimited storage, but with AppSumo's lifetime deal, you actually get lifetime access with unlimited storage on any plan. Plus guys, a discounted price and a 60-day refund policy. So I have added the link down in the description of this video if you want to try it out. Now let's move on to teams. Here I can assign task to my team. Click add new task, give it a name, and assign it to members you have added. Right now I haven't added anyone, so it only shows me. You can also leave notes if you want. Now tasks can be dragged into pending review and then marked as completed from the timeline. And orange line means the task is done, and clicking it shows the timestamp. If you don't like your current layout, you can switch to a new one anytime and customize it right here. So to invite team members, go to settings, collaborators. Here you can add someone by email and assign their role. Inside settings, there is more things to do. You can connect your custom domain. From integrations, you can connect third-party services, or even import content from platforms like WordPress by just entering your site URL. In SEO settings, you can manage technical SEO like sitemap settings and permalink structure. In newsletter settings, you can edit the sender name, the reply to email address, and even you can set up SMTP. And in AI settings, you can choose which AI text and image model you want to use. Alright guys, that's pretty much everything. So I've dropped the link to Grigora's AppSumo deal in the description if you want to check it out. If you've got any questions about Grigora, drop them down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. And guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and peace.